Hey there, rock stars. Sarah Robbins here, author of the best-selling book, Rock Your Network Marketing Business, and creator of the CD series, The Rockstar Recruiting School and the Masterclass Edition. Welcome to the social media series, where all month long, my birthday month, I teach you how to rock your network marketing business via social media, one of my favorite ways to power prospect. Well, last week I talked to you a little bit about how not to use social media with virtual events. So I thought this week I would share with you how to use social media effectively and powerfully to host virtual events. Now, we talked about on last week's talk that basically a lot of the how not to boils down to the invitation piece of things, right? You know, I'm a good old-fashioned gal as it relates to getting actual hard copies of invitations in people's hands when at all possible. But of course, if you're doing a virtual event, a virtual invitation makes sense. But a virtual invitation should always come with conversation, an individual invitation with conversation to say, you know, I just wanted to personally invite you to this event, and let people, just like a traditional event, make the decision as to whether or not they will attend. No mass dropping a bunch of people into these groups, right? Because that just feels a little bit like spam, and it's something that we're seeing a lot more and more in our profession, and it's something that, you know, I'm hearing from my friends that aren't even in network marketing, and even the ones who are, saying, I'm getting just a little bit tired of that. So online events are great. I encourage them. I mean, we're living in an online world, and the beauty of our business in today's time is the ability to use social media, to use this virtual technology. So I encourage these events. I just want to, again, remind you to invite people in the right way. Invite as you would wish to be invited, because then people will take a personal interest in what you do, and they're all the more willing to support you, and even to be aware that the event is going on. I've been dropped into groups and I'm not even sure that it's going on until I check my Facebook group section and I see that I've been added to 23 of them in a day. So again, personal conversations. Now, I love to use technology, social media, to launch new business partners, especially if they're out of state. You know, if they're in person, then I like to go and I follow that format. I do, we do, you do. I'll do your first event. The second we'll do together. The third you're going to start doing on your own, and then start duplicating that with your team. But what if you live in Michigan and your brand new business partner lives in California? What might you do? Well, for those first few events, before they get to the place where they're doing them on their own, I like to do virtual events. I found I've done FaceTime, I've done Skype, and those are all great. Sometimes I find that Skype has cut out before, and I don't know if it's just me or, you know, what the case may be. But one of the services that I love to use has been Google Hangouts. Now, if you don't know how to do a Google Hangout, just Google how to do a Google Hangout, and tons of tutorials will pop up. But that's actually how I learned. I self-taught myself. And Google Hangouts are great because I'll be sitting right in my office. I'll have my products displayed on my desk. And it's really neat because at the time that your new distributor's event starts, you can send them a link, and they're going to click on that link when it's time to go live, and there you'll be. Now, I encourage them and I coach them ahead of time to make sure that they're in a place with good internet, that their computer speakers are good enough, and if they want to, even take it another step further, have a way to project the presentation. So perhaps, you know, taking a cord from their computer to their TV, an HDMI cord. Most modern TVs today will allow you to do that. Or my personal favorite is an Apple TV, and if you've been watching these little Apple announcements, they just announced that there's a price cut on the Apple TVs, which is super cool too. We've been using our Apple TV all the time now to, you know, watch movies on demand, etc. But it's really neat because you can actually share your screen from your iPhone or your laptop with your TV. Now, if you don't know how to do that, just go to an Apple store, set up one of those Genius Bar appointments, or even call the customer service line on the box, and they will walk you through it as well. In fact, I've had times where I'm getting ready for an event and right before something maybe goes wrong or not like I expected, and I just call that number and I'm good to go by time the event starts. So again, make sure you've prepared all of the technology beforehand. But at the time of the event, I have my new distributor stand up and welcome people and share their short story, basically more about why they're doing the business and of course the reason why. And then they make an introduction to me, and then I go ahead and take the presentation from there. I'm sitting behind the camera, just much like I am today, with my products, sharing more about the company story and how people can get involved. Our product story, my product story, and more about the products and how people can get involved. And at the end, I give a really clear call to action that sets my new distributor up for a great close of the event. So I might say something like, before you guys leave today and before I disconnect, what Susie Q is going to do, she's going to walk around with an order form, give each one of you your own personalized product recommendation, so don't leave before you get that. And she'll also ask you if you heard anything about the opportunity tonight that intrigues you, because if so, I would love to get on the phone with you and Susie Q this week and tell you how you can join our fun and fast-growing team. So with that, guys, and again, you can make your send-off there. Have a great time, have a lot of fun, enjoy this night. Congrats, Susie. We'll talk to you soon. And you can disconnect. Now, again, one of the things that I love the most about Google Hangouts is the fact that the live link becomes a replay on demand, which is super awesome. So for somebody who couldn't come to Susie Q's event, she can later message them that same exact link that she clicked on to stream it in live, right? So she could even send those to people who live in different cities and they could watch the event live. But if they can't make it, she can say, man, you missed out on a really great event, but good news is we recorded it just for you. I'd love for you to take a peek, and I'll follow up tomorrow and see what you think. So these virtual events, they can be very rewarding, especially when you're launching a new distributor out of state, or even now as our business is going global, out of the country. I hope you found today's training to be valuable. I would love to hear your comments over on the blog at sarahrobbins.com. Rock on, rock stars.